Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Shem Shai, Shem Kakodash. That's in the ancient Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh. In the name Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls Jehovah, our God. And his son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Giving double honors unto our elders and apostles of great millstone. And Shalom to all the brothers and all who are pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. To all that believe in this gospel, Shalom. Alright, this lesson, I'm not sure when we're going to tackle it, maybe rehearsing the righteous acts, keeping your word, And I planned this lesson a while back. I believe I did one of it a few months, or maybe a while back, I'm not sure, And I said, I think I can do it again, but, something happened, today. I find out the spirit really push it, where it's coming up more and more and more, where we're supposed to rehearsing the righteous acts, Because when we go back to Deuteronomy 28 chapter, one of the curses, so the enemy, so-called white race, put a yoke of iron upon our neck, until basically destroyed us. And as a people, well, we have been destroyed, people don't know the nationality, they don't know the heritage, we don't know nothing. For the most part, we become dead. As Scripture said, he that wandereth out of weird understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So Scripture said, our dead bodies lied in the great city which is called Sodom, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, over here in the West, in America. But us, the remnant here, the hopeful, like, we're supposed to be turning back to that, to our power, to our heritage, to our customs, and a part of it is keeping your word. Your word is supposed to be a representation of you. Even in this movie series, really, Game of Thrones, you always have the Lannisters. Them known for always pay them debt. So you feel free if you lend a Lannister money because or whatever, because say, hey, their reputation is that this debt will always be paid. And that was when we do our next one. Rehearsing the righteous acts. We have been in the queue a long time, but I guess Spirit wanted to come on now. In regards to seeking counsel. Because these are things who will last along the way. Basically Babylon. This wicked as a society will grow for basically being impulsive. Things that made us react to it. No, Scripture speaks about taking counsel before every action. So as I'm doing this upon that. But this one now, even was discussed in earlier with our individual. We were just teasing still, saying, it's customary if you actually bring a gift when you go visit a person, and like, these are, I don't want to say completely gone because it's still one or a few persons still do it, but it's actually a thing, back in Israel, for which we're the remnant, so not saying brothers don't always bring gift or you should bring our gifts, but we're supposed to rehearse the righteous acts or practice these things. And on the one more I'm going to today is keeping your word. Make a statement, is me stand by it. Personal speaking, a lot of times when we make a statement and it's like, oh shit, things got real. It's like the impossible, become like the possible become impossible. Like you see a clear view. I say, yeah man, I do this here, man. When you look, you say, oh shit, this is impossible now. Strange things happen unto thee. Right, but nevertheless, that's where it come in of you being a man of your word now, which scripture even going and say suffer and hurt, which have them precept on deck, so as we'll get them out now, we don't want to talk too much. I'm gonna play this clip in here, hopefully may get strike for copyright, But this explain a part of one more and bring out as well. So let's go.
We said we'd fight with you, King Crow, when the time comes, and we meant it. But this isn't what we agreed.
Hey, we said we'd fight for you when the time come, and we meant it, right? So now, them say, yeah, we would stick to a word, And a funny thing, playing this, so I'm just going to never hear the part there, but him said this wasn't what we agreed to. So terms change because circumstances. So them have a council, and alright, things change. You see me, this I get halted, so come back to agreement. Right? And this is just a series, but it go back to like so-called medieval era, and that's when people the more somewhat have character, You know, now it's just some bunch of grimy ass niggas and crackers and beasts roaming this earth, thanks to the so-called white man which teach people just to be beast-like. No honor, no dignity, no morals. I remember even one time when a person used to know in a world, so-called friend, laugh off of me and say, "Nah, fuck my woman." And I say, "Oh, yeah, but there's no dignity." You must say, "Dignity? Hannah?" Well, laugh, you call them crowd. You see me, and they make a mockery, but nevertheless, niggas will be niggas, and where the hopeful leg can be returning. So we practice these righteous acts. So let's continue here.
Do. These aren't White Walkers. This isn't an army of the dead. This isn't our fight.
If it weren't for him, none of us would be here. All of you would be meat in the Night King's army, and I'd be a pile of charred bones just like Mance.
Remember Mance's camp? It stretched all the way to the horizon. And look at us now. Look what's left of us. And if we lose this, we're gone. Dozens of tribes. Hundreds of generations. Be like we were never there at all. We'll be the last of the free folk.
That's what'll happen to you if we lose. The Boltons, the Carstarks, the Umbers, they know you're here. They know that more than half of you are women and children. After they finish with me, they'll come for you. You're right. This isn't your fight. You shouldn't have to come to Winterfell with me. I shouldn't be asking you. It's not the deal we made. I need you with me if we're gonna beat them, and we need to beat them if you're gonna survive. The Crows killed him because he spoke for the free folk when no other Southerners would. He died for us. If we are not willing to do the same for him, we're cowards. And if that's what we are, we deserve to be the last of the free folk.
No.
You sure they'll come? You're not clever like you Southerners. We say we'll do something. We do it.
Yeah, and that's it, You see me? I say we're not clever like you Southerners. We say we're gonna do something, we do it. There's no deception, no lies, no guile, no nothing in there. A man word is a man word, and that's what we're supposed to be practicing. In this truth of ours, not of ours, in this truth, most high truth. Right? Just call us unto this faith, believe in His words, right? But say they're not clever, and that clever, go back to being cunning and crafty, like Esau, too wicked now, double tongue, say one thing, and then do something else. He's a devil, deception, I was supposed to be somewhat, so to speak, simple with the words, right? Yeah, God's him going to do that, and that's it, I know, oh yeah, man, if I try to trick them or deceive them, man, yeah. Now, Esau show that, Esau teach you that, and that's wrong. This is Judges chapter 5 and verse 11. It says, "They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing waters." Right, this drawing water go back to where we were basically enslaved. "There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates." So what we are supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts. Yeah, we're not going to get them perfect. We're not going to be perfect on this, especially in this wicked ass flesh. But we're supposed to be practicing them, rehearsing them, keeping them to the best of our ability. And as stated, sometimes we're going to give a word, and things change. But the scripture here always come to mind. Let me see. Give me a second. And what's that one? Psalms 15 and 1, a psalm of David. The Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walketh uprightly, and worketh righteousness, and speaketh the truth in his heart. It's the truth. You don't speak truth. Tell a bunch of lying or deception or nothing like that. And a very, very good book for read, is the Bible. But a book of the Bible is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, as brothers, we read the book, you wake up in your own blood, you get be caught up. Because we grow as niggas, we grow as wild beasts in this world. And the scriptures now it about mold us back to righteousness. So we have to shed the whole man or the whole one, and be renewed in the spirit and power of Yahweh. We shall become new creatures. So things we used to do, we don't do no more. Like going about and just be a lies and deception, say one thing and then do another, and no hold back to your word. And I'm saying it's not going to be easy at all times. Sometimes you're going to say something it's going to get difficult, and it come with balance. If you say someone else, you say, this really not profitable. You come back to the person, you say, well, when you make that statement here, is this are the current predicament, just like even in this clipping, they had a term, things get shaky, things are changed, them have a council, then them agree again. That's it. Right? It says verse 2, it says, he that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart, he that backbiteth not with his tongue. And the word backbiteth supposed to go back to, basically go back on your word, basically the hypocrite, ragal. That's the Hebrew ragal. And it says to go on foot, spy out foot, go about, regular foot, but bite it. There you go. Backbite. Talk maliciously about someone who is not present, chatting someone behind them back, right? Because in front of them face you like say, oh, you man a good person or this and that, but when them gone you chat shit, that's off. You talk to people, you talk to them face, somebody do something fuck up, you fuck up, you see me? To the point, be direct. Scripture says even open reproof is better than secret love. So it says, he that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor, in whose eyes a vile person is contemned, but he honoureth them that fear the Lord. He that sweareth to his own hurt and changeth not. So you might make a oath, you might make a promise, which it's best not to swear, as Yahushua go expound, But when you make a statement, at times things might change, but you still keep it because that's your word, you keep to it, and that's honorable. And the most I look up to that. I say, he that sweareth to his own hurt and changeth not, he that putteth not out his money to usury, and you see now then people of your own nation, Israel, money upon and charge them tax upon it, charge them return. That's wickedness. So nor take it reward against the innocent. He that doeth these things shall never be moved. So the Most High can keep our foot sure. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 4. It says, when thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh, defer not to pay it, for he had no pleasure in fools, pay that which thou hast vowed. And yeah, this go for the most high, definitely. But even with individuals, you make a statement, you make a vow, say, yo, me I go do this, yo. You really want when you come back, oh, yo, this and that and now, come back, excuse. People are like that, yo. You see me say, I'm going to do something, you do it. Again, if things change, yo, the honorable thing to do, yo, will come back and say, hey, I have a council, me know me they say this is what take place, what we can do. You need to try to rectify it because you basically in we call now I try in breach of the contract, so to speak. Verse 5. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should Yahweh be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hands? And we try. You see me? Won't be perfect. I'm not saying it easy. You make a statement. And as me can personally state, sometimes things clear as day, and as soon as I say you're going to do something, dear fuck will start but you go back to the scripture. We say he that sweareth to his own hurt and change it not. You see, still hold it. The most I look upon a person like that, right? But I wish I came and explain. Matthew 5 and verse 33. It says again. Again, he have heard that it had been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is Yahweh's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. But let your communication be yea, but let your communication be yea, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. So make it simple. This is what I'm gonna do. This is a plan, and then stick to it. Be clever with your words. Don't try to twist things and deceive nobody. Saying the different when you come on to Isaac or move cunning. As the scripture says, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. But I'm gonna practice these things firstly, among brothers, and then in general. Because the only reason why we have to be cunning, they're on Esau and like workplace or whatever, because we know a fucked up society. But now if we know, like, again, when they're on brothers here, we just speak freely. This is the truth. You do some fuck up, but I ask about it and confront you. Sometimes I have to take a deep breath. You see me? I say, yeah, true, so you go. Sometimes I even misspeak here and you have to come back and say, well, actually I say this, but I really saw you go. You see me? Yeah, and nay. Simple. This is James chapter 4 and verse 13. Go to know he that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. So the most I will, so statement, brothers doing it. And sometimes in our life can be when they're on other people. So I'm going to use the word hopefully, but an idea is that I run out of Zah. I don't know the Zah, we can do this here. Or I run out of Zah, what do you with that? Another one is in the Hebrew law as well. That's a statement, so you make it be known, say, yo, this is the plan we have, and the idea it's the will of the Most High if you can perform it. But you're going to do everything in your power to get it done, and that's an honorable statement, and that's the we call the rehearsing righteous acts. It's a righteous thing. You have to stick by your word. You let your yeah be yeah, your nay be nay. So that's the lesson we close headed for until like go there, giving our praises to our poor how about Shemil Shai about Shemil Kakodash, the one is unto our elders and apostles of great milestone. Shalom to the full like.